Good morning. Thanks for coming back. This is Jagger. He's my rough coat collie. He's my buddy. Wherever I am, he loves to be. Here on the farm, he's got 6.5 acres to run, and he loves it. So today I want to talk about PTSD. I've got my book here that I wrote, the second one, Contamination to Transformation. And in there is, in chapter 28, PTSD signs and symptoms. So you can kind of listen along to see if this relates to anyone you know or yourself. The first section is re-experiencing symptoms include flashbacks, reliving the trauma over and over, including physical symptoms like a racing heart or sweating. I used to have that, but God healed that. Bad dreams. I had bad dreams every single night until God took them away. Frightening thoughts. Those are also gone. The next section is avoidance symptoms. Staying away from places, events, or objects that are reminders of the traumatic experience. That I still have. If I take a plane trip to Minnesota, where everything happened, the closer I get to that state, the sicker I become. My neck will tighten up and I can hardly move it. My chiropractor, who was helping me weekly, he told me, you just gotta move out of the state because you'll be so much better if you're far, far away. And that's why we moved to Texas. I needed to get away. Avoiding thoughts or feelings related to the traumatic event. Well, doing this video brings me very close to everything that happened. And I'm doing okay. You know, some of the stuff is hard to talk about, but I can talk about this to anybody if it helps them. The next section is arousal and reactivity symptoms. Being easily startled. Yes, if you come up behind me, it's a problem. Feeling tense or on edge. I can be that way. Having difficulty sleeping, not a problem anymore. God took that away. Having angry outbursts, no, not a problem. And the next section is cognition and mood symptoms. Trouble remembering key features of the traumatic event. Most of the childhood trauma I don't remember, and that's just fine. God gave me just enough so I knew what I was dealing with and what the root cause was. Negative thoughts about oneself or the world? Nope, not anymore. Distorted feelings like guilt or blame? No, nothing. That's all gone now. Loss of interest in enjoyable activities. That's gone also. So there's just a couple of things that I still deal with, but maybe upon hearing it, possibly you are dealing with some of those symptoms. Now, a psychologist or psychiatrist is the one that diagnoses you, and you have to have a certain number of these for a certain amount of time, and that's when the diagnosis comes. But I just wanted to give you that information. I was so fortunate to have a doctor that specifically worked on PTSD with me. And Dr. Nash, a psychologist. Psychologists don't use drugs, and they use more of talk therapy and what you're thinking about. And I had several psychiatrists, but that was just for maybe 10 minutes a month, and then they would just give you drugs. I never got anything good from any of the psychiatrists that I saw. Just a lot of diagnoses. So this is just a quick one today, and be blessed. Just turn to God, give him all your problems, and you'll be surprised in the miracles that you see. We'll see you more. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.